Good morning and welcome to your Learning Block Update with Bob and Melaine. I'm Bob, I'm this fuzzy guy up here in the corner with the lively fish. And right in the center of your screen, of course, is the face you know and love of Melaine Innocent. This little bobblehead right here, it's not a shaggy dog, it turns out it happens to be Jay. He is one of our guest instructors today. So the first thing we want to do is we want to wrap up our Learning Block 3, which covered the aspects of digital media. Melaine, why don't you go ahead and sum up some of the things that we really want our students to walk away with?
Okay. So, as most of you experienced with your learning block projects, sorry, sick child, you had the opportunity to do podcasting, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Some of you were able to come in and use Bob and my Macs and experience creating a podcast with GarageBand and putting in some jingles and stuff. Others of you were able to simply put together a WAV file, which was great, using whatever audio recording system you had built into your computer. So well done with all of that. That was really great. Some of the things I just want you to kind of be aware of and think about when you're creating your lesson plans is, when it comes to media, it's not just the broadcasting, it's your television, it's your radio, it's all of that kind of stuff, it's music. Think about that. Things like the Schoolhouse Rock, and I posted, if you get the opportunity, please go and review the Learning Block section on media in Blackboard. I posted a lot of stuff about podcasting, about using music in the classroom, such as using music to help students learn language, to help students with math. Think about, not just playing them something and having them comment on it, but actually using the rhythm and the beat in an effort to help them to remember, help them to learn those things. And obviously, television and video, again, yes, you can simply show your students a video or a DVD, but think more about how they can help create their own DVDs, how they can help create their own videos. Allow them to, create their own little part of history through using an audio recorder, through creating their own podcasts, things like that. There's so much that you can do, so, don't limit yourself when it comes to media.
Absolutely. Media is a part of your everyday life. It's something that you are inundated with from the time you wake up until the time you go to bed. It's the music that's played on your alarm clock when you first wake up. It's watching CNN in the morning as you're getting around. It's the advertisements that you hear while you're at lunch. It's the iPod stuff that you plug into your ears when you're going to bed at night. Media is everywhere, and as a student, we all learn in so many different ways. Some of us have to see what it is that you're talking about. Don't just tell me about, deforestation. Show me what's really happening in the Amazon rainforest. Give me images. Give me something that I can touch. My son David has Asperger's, and one of the things that he's really gifted in is Audible. And so for David, when he wants to learn things or memorize things, it's got to have that beat. It's got to have that rhythm. He can hear a song, and the next thing I know, he's humming everything beat for beat, note for note. And so make sure that you're using those, again, not just as flash, like the Bellagio fountains behind me, but that you're actually using them to teach your students the content that you want. Which really kind of, spills over into this learning block that we're on right now, which is all about hardware. As we talked about when you came in for your hands-on session, you never know what you're going to get as an instructor. You never know where you're going to be. You could be sitting in your den at home, suddenly being forced to prepare a live video conference. Or you could walk into a classroom where the most advanced piece of technology you have is a marker board. But the thing as an educator is you've always got to be prepared. And most importantly, you've always got to be willing to venture forth and to see what's there. There are going to be times where you're walking to classrooms with equipment that you've never seen before. It's going to be an Elmo, but an Elmo that you've never seen. It's going to be a computer, but instead of it being a PC that you're very comfortable with, suddenly now, ooh, God forbid, it's a Mac. It's a projector.
Sorry, and just as as you were saying, Bob, and as I told many of you when you came in with your technology hands-on session, you can't underestimate that point of being prepared, as Bob's saying, of going in beforehand and making sure you know that, you know, a classroom has what you need, that you have the right cables, that you have everything that will enable you to use your technology. So,
absolutely.
that's it, I guess.
And it's really one of those things that we've always stressed in every one of your lesson plans, is to always, 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 let me say it again, always have a backup plan, so that in the event that something goes wrong or that your teaching space doesn't have what you need, you're prepared. So many of our instructors, even our instructors here on campus, waste a lot of time when the things that they're expecting to be there aren't there. You know, they show up and they want to use their PowerPoint, but oh, the bulb in the projector's burned out. And that's it. Their whole lesson is over. They don't know what to do. The biggest thing about hardware is you can't be afraid of it. Because you don't know what it's going to be like. You've got to be able to go in there and logically deduce what's going on. Know some basics. I know what a red wire does. I know what a white wire does. I know what a yellow wire does. I can read. If this little box says computer input, 9 times out of 10 I can guarantee you that's where you plug into your computer. So don't be afraid and always be prepared.